Welcome, Libra, to your tarot reading for the week of April 26th. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. This reading is for Libra. The sun, moon, rising. I was going to say this. That's going to, anyway. Never mind. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Sometimes I try to talk too fast. Your major for the week is the wheel. I like that because I mean, if you just look at the basics of that, you're headed in the right direction. But more importantly, this week will feel like you're really moving forward. Things are really going in the right direction. So that's good. I mean, whatever you're working on, whatever you're doing, it's moving forward. Now, I mean, now for some of you, it could be like you might be watching this reading to get a specific answer on something that you don't want to move forward, but I feel like it will. So let's see. Let's get some more info here. So what do we got? Okay. Moon energy, a 10 of cups energy, reflection, which is the hangman. And then what is your unexpected energy? Which is 4 of wands. That goes right above the 10. I like that. And then the challenge. And what's the most 6 of cups? What's the most important thing for you to know this week? 5 of clarity. Ace of wands is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Okay. So this is interesting. So, well, I mean, yeah, kind of. It starts off, your week starts with the moon, then goes to the 10 of cups, and then hangman, or I call it reflection. So the moon is that maybe things just seem a little foggy for you at the beginning of the week. You might be going, things won't be exactly as they seem too. So be careful on that. Don't assume something is happening because it might not be. But I do feel like this, with this 10 of cups here and then the 4 of wands right above it, there might be some kind of really nice celebration. It might be family. It might be, love or romantic as well. But it just feels very nice. It feels, but what it does do is it brings on that reflection card. So some kind of celebration. It feels good. It feels nice, but it leads you to be more reflective at the end of the week, or thinking about something from all different angles. So you're going to kind of change up. And I think too, with the 6 of cups being in your challenge, for some of you, this could be some kind of family get together, or you're meeting with people you haven't seen for a while, something of that nature. But they're people you care about, I feel like. But that 6 of cups is your challenge. So there may be this energy of, is something maybe a little bit regretful, or if I would have made a decision a different way. That could be what this hangman or reflection is. Also, the 5 of clarity, your overall energy for the week. Um, it could be, I mean, it doesn't really fit with everything else that's here. However, I do feel like maybe the moon card, you might just want to be really careful about going all in on an argument, or, where there's something literally at stake, where it's more, I don't want to call it a fight because it might not be, but like you want to do XYZ and someone doesn't agree. And then is it just really decide whether it's worth it? Because that energy is a little bit about that. It could be about someone winning unfairly. Let's take a look at this moon. You got the 4 of Pentacles with the Chariot. Yeah, those are two really opposite energies. So there may be something like you've been really holding on to that might be feeling like it's coming in. But I would check this, because keep in mind, the moon is all about those shadows. Things aren't as clear during the when you get the moon card. They're not always clear, so it's really good to be very careful about that. And this energy is the 4 of Pentacles is holding on to things, kind of like storing them up. That Chariot's like a let go, though. So it's like you're stuck in these two different energies at the beginning of the week. And I would stay stuck in that energy before you do too much, because the moon means things aren't clear. So I would just kind of watch that. So what is this 10 of cups? You got the 10 of cups, which is relationship, fulfillment too. I always look at it too as a comfort level. When you're with someone that you really love and care about, whether it's family or, a partner, romantic partner, even friendships, it's a comfort level more than just a fulfilling relationship. Okay, Libra, you got the Devil and the King of Wands. Um, wow, with the Hangman showing up. Okay, so this is, yeah, you could be dealing with someone you're attached to. It could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, but it feels to me like there is a celebration happening, but I would watch it and be careful too, because there is this attachment to it. And I think that's what you're moving away from that. I think I really do, because you've got the wheel going on, but I would be really careful, especially with the Six of Cups sitting here. And then that reflection, you're going to be deciding whether this is really good for you or not. This could be someone specific. For some of you, this is romantic. This is someone specific. And you have to decide whether they're a good fit or not, or whether they're just feeling like a particular, you know, happiness or something. You know, they're fulfilling one thing, and maybe just be careful on that. We've got that. Let's look at the reflection card, which is the Hangman. Let's look at that a little deeper. What's going on there at the end of the week? Five of Pentacles with the Strength. Yeah. See, you're feeling like, yeah, this energy, the Strength card coming in. You're just really going to have to, like, you know, be strong about this. There is something here, having that Five of Pentacles, that you may have a lack of trust for someone. You're really digging into this a little bit. Also, the Five of Pentacles can be about taking a different route than you normally would. And that goes perfect with Reflection or Hangman, either way, because it's about looking at things differently, taking a different angle. And I think that you're building up that strength at the end of the week. Even though you're showing in this mode, you won't stay there long. So what is the Four of Wands in the unexpected? Let's pull a couple. I like the Four of Wands. That celebration after hard work. It feels good. And you got the world, and you got the sun, and that's wonderful energy. Here's the Four of Wands. So you're having a good time. For some of you, literally, this will be a good time. You will be out having a good time. And it could be like even some kind of graduation, because we got the world here. Some kind of goals being met, whether it's not a graduation. I don't know if this is graduation time. You know, there's so many different kinds of schools. You could be graduating at any time, but it's definitely joyful and it definitely feels good. And with that there, but it is a celebration of a completion, a level up too. So it could even be a marriage or, you know, something of that nature. We've got the Six of Cups in the challenge for you. So that's about the past, maybe holding on to the past or thinking about the past, or it feels like a lot of times when this is in the challenge is that you're holding on too tightly, or your answers are in the past. You got the Strength with the Fool and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I would say, yeah, you know, there is part of you that there's something that happens midweek. I'm telling you, Libra, I want you guys to tell me if this is true. Let me know, because I feel like something happens midweek and is really kicking up a lot of memories, a lot of things, and you're deciding how to handle that. You got the Fool here with the Strength card. Strength is like taking that strength that's going to be hard, not hard, but like you got to really have strength to do this. And then the Fool showing up as new energy, new paths, new journey. But it's a challenge, and I think it's the newness that's the challenge. And I think the challenge too also could be for some of you, like, this isn't something you expected. It kind of came out of the blue. But I mean, it's soft energy, it's good energy, and I think you're doing the right thing by being in Hangman mode. But the overall energy is the Five of Clarity, which I said this could be careful getting into any arguments, and don't stick your neck out, like make bets on winning or losing, because someone may not be quite playing as fairly as they should. Yeah, Five of Wands with the Judgment. Yeah, don't get in any arguments. I feel like if you do, you might be like revolving some bad blood, like bad feelings, or not bad feelings, but just bad memories, or maybe drudging up a challenge from the past or something that was difficult with someone from literally from the past. Let's see what your advice is from the Enchanted Map Oracle. Let's see. Let's see what that is. 19, Dragon's Lair. I should know this one. I've had it a couple different times lately, but I don't feel like it's about facing fears, but I'm not 100% sure, so we'll dig into it. Here's the card. You are always protected and divinely diverted or directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter a dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship. Knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. And that's true. So I do think something is happening here for you. Just be prepared. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there's a greater value in risk taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. This is pushing you to do it, but I think you have to also use your, you use your own intuition and know whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. Because sometimes, yeah, I believe that we need to take risks all the time. I believe that. But sometimes we take risks that we shouldn't, and we know that. Like, up front, that maybe we're doing something maybe not quite right or that we shouldn't do. So I'd just be really careful on that. There you have it, Libra. I hope you have a beautiful day. Hit that thumbs up button. Give me a comment. Appreciate you.